And with more headline making news, up next is Action TV.
Assistant directors and park wardens attached to the Department of Wildlife Conservation were granted an opportunity today to present their issues and the obstacles they face in the implementation of wildlife conservation laws to the subject minister. Questions were also posed at this discussion held at the department offices, which are located at the Ministry of Wildlife Resource Conservation, regarding the resurfacing and reconstruction of a 22-kilometer stretch of road across the Maduroya Natural Reserve. The 22-kilometer stretch of road in question, which was part of the main road connecting Mahaoya in Ampara and Arlagangbila in Polonnaruwa, was originally constructed in the early part of the 1990s for the transportation of troops. The Mahaoya-Arlagangbila road was originally constructed in the early 1980s under the Mahaveli Development Scheme as per the needs of the scheme. Originally, the road did not run across the Maduroya Reserve. With the addition of the 22-kilometer detour in the 1990s, a section of the original road was neglected. With the conclusion of the war, plans were drawn up to resurface and reconstruct the road under the Eastern Province Navodaya program as per the original plan for the road, leaving aside the 22-kilometer stretch which runs across the reserve. On Monday, Action TV revealed that the resurfacing project, which was initiated in 2009 but had been stalled for over 2 years, had recommenced, including the 22-kilometer stretch which runs across the Maduroya Reserve. The subject minister revealed the decision they had arrived at with regard to this matter at today's discussion to Action TV.
We talked
about this road and what steps should be taken regarding it at today's discussion. We will bring it up in the cabinet in the future, and we feel that the road is absolutely necessary, then we will manage it properly and use it. Nevertheless, Action TV also revealed on Monday that the Director General of Wildlife had already rejected a request made by the Road Development Authority to resurface this road, which runs across some of the lushest land on the reserve. The letter addressed by the Director General of Wildlife, which includes this rejection, proves that the resurfacing of this road is an illegal affair, highlighting the harm that would be caused to the flora and fauna of the reserve. Damages can be caused. A mother is harmed when feeding a baby. Harm is caused when giving birth, and harm is caused when getting married. These are satisfactory damages. If it is satisfactory damage, then there is no problem. Do not be saddened by this. In accordance with the subject minister's stance, a determination on satisfactory damage will also have to be provided when implementing wildlife laws in the future. The arrest and subsequent legal action against monks who resettled at the Henanagala Aranya Senasanaya bordering the natural reserve following the conclusion of the war makes it clear that this fundamental of satisfactory damage will be implemented in accordance with the offender's status. We have to work in accordance with the wildlife regulations and laws as well. We are animals too, but we are two-legged animals with an advanced mind. So we have to think in that frame of mind and work accordingly without harm being caused to the fauna or the biodiversity. This law is common to all.
A certain group has attacked a group of police officers who were raiding an illegal sand mining pit in the Valimankada area in Bangadhe near Chilau. The police raided the site based on a tip-off. Now, the police said that a driver of a tractor had assaulted a police officer. The injured police officer had been admitted to the Chilau-based hospital. The police added that a tractor, a motorbike and a three-wheeler were seized by the police. Now, however, area residents charged that the police had attacked them following the incident. A woman who was said to be injured in the incident was also admitted to the Chilau-based hospital.
On to business news, according to the Ministry of Plantation Industries, the cess tax imposed on bulk tea exports will be revised with effect from the 1st of March. Although the government took steps to amend the tax on the 23rd of January, various parties expressed their protest over it.
According to a Gazette notification issued on the 23rd of January, a zest tax of 10 rupees was to be imposed for a kilogram of tea exports. Based on the Gazette, a total of 10 rupees or 5% of the average price of tea which was recorded in the previous week's tea auction was to be charged as cess tax. Industry specialists charged that a 10 rupees cess imposed on a kilo of tea would increase the cess to over 20 rupees under the new scheme. According to a release issued by the ministry, Subject Minister Mahinda Samarasinha had explained the situation to the President, and subsequently the President had decided to revise the tax. Thereby the cess tax hike has been limited to 2.5% of Colombo auction average or 10 rupees whichever is higher, and the effective date has been made 1st of March. The tax will be revised quarterly based on average auction prices.
Welcome back to the news. Taking a look at news making headlines overseas, Egyptian security guards have arrested a man who tried to hit Iranian President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad with a shoe as he visited a mosque in the Egyptian capital Cairo. Now, video of the incident shows a man shouting "coward" as he strikes out. Now, throwing the shoe is a grave insult in the Arab world. It is not clear what the motive was. Some reports suggested it was against Iran's support for Syria's government. Ahmadinejad is the first Iranian leader to visit Egypt since the 1979 Islamic Revolution. The Iranian leader is attending a summit of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, a loose grouping of 57 mainly Muslim countries. Starting off your sports bulletin with a look at women's cricket. The Sri Lanka women's cricket team captain Shashikala Siriwardena said that in order to beat India in their last group stage match yesterday, they had to make several changes in their team. Now, speaking to the media after yesterday's game, Shashikala also said that she is very happy about their win over India and that Sri Lanka was able to see the team's heroics for the first time on television.
The Sri Lankan women's cricket team registered the first upset in the World Cup by defeating defending champions England for the first time in an ODI. However, Sri Lanka were crushed to a 209-run defeat by West Indies in the following game. Showcasing a spirited comeback, Sri Lanka beat host nation India by a resounding 138 runs to advance to the Super 6 stage.
That is it! Sri Lanka are into the Super Sixes of the World Cup against all predictions.
Seriously super happy, and maybe this might be my last World Cup, so I just really wanted to do something special for my team. We wanted to move two players in who are good fielders and left arm fast bowler and left arm spinner, so we had to remove number 3 batter. So we just, coach and management, we talked about this, and we just wanted to promote her up in the order because she had batted really well in the domestic season as number 3. So good movement to do a special match like this.
Shashikala, who displayed her all-round skills by scoring 59 runs and bagging 2 wickets against India, had this to say about the win.
I got a call from my home, so they are really excited, and the people over there really happy for the first time, and they have seen this is second match that they have seen live, so all are changing for us at the moment.
The Sri Lankan women's team is set to take on New Zealand, Australia and South Africa in the Super 6 stage. Sri Lanka's first match will be against New Zealand on the 8th of February.
Meanwhile, former World Cup winning Sri Lankan cricket captain Arjuna Ranatunga expressed his views on the performance of the Sri Lankan women's team.
I think we should be very proud of the way the girls played in the last couple of games. England was supposed to be the world champions. They played really well against England and they outplayed India. The way the Sri Lankan cricketers are playing, the lady cricketers are playing, they look like that they have a mission, they have a target to achieve, and out of all, I think they play as a team. Their commitment looks really good, their dedication looks good, and I hope and pray they will go from strength to strength. We should be very proud of what they have achieved so far. I'm sure that if they continue the same work, they can win this tournament.
Still in cricket news, a century from injury return Shane Watson powered Australia to a 3-0 ODI series win over visiting West Indies with 2 more matches to go. The hosts won the third one-day international by 39 runs at Canberra today.
Here's Darren Sammy. And there's 4.
Winning the toss and batting first, Australia lost to opener Aaron Finch for 38 runs. Shane Watson, who recovered from injury, went on to score a century, establishing his return to form. Watson made 122 of 111 balls, hitting 2 sixers and 12 fours.
Oh!
Skipper Michael Clark was undone after Watson for 15 runs.
Good catch, clung onto it.
Now the leg side, that's huge. In the crowd.
After Philip Hugh's dismissal for 86 runs, Kieron Pollard took a spectacular catch near the boundary line to dismiss Glenn Maxwell.
That is a brilliant catch. Well, I was saying a moment ago.
George Bailey, who made a quick-fire 44 off 22, was undone next, also to a brilliant Pollard catch.
Oh, that's a sinner compared to...
In the end, the home team posted a challenge in 329 runs for 7 in their allotted 50 overs. Windy spinner Sunil Narayan bagged 2 wickets for 55.
That's what the West Indies need later tonight.
Nicely played, good aggression.
Chasing 334 victory, West Indies lost opener Devon Thomas for 19.
Oh, there, this should be out.
Fellow opener Kieron Powell, who looked good on 47, was the next to go.
Wade takes a view.
A 114-run third wicket stand between Cousins, Darren and Dwayne Bravo gave the visitors some hope of keeping the series alive.
He's got a million miles in the air. I think he's got enough wood on it. He's got plenty of wood on it.
However, Dwayne Bravo was undone next for 51.
So there you go, Stark, round the wicket.
Big hitting southpaw Chris Gayle, who had been in terrible form since the conclusion of the World T20 last year, disappointed again with just 2 runs. Darren Bravo, who made an impressive 86, fell to James Faulkner next, and the run out of Kieron Pollard following that dealt the Caribbeans a heavy blow.
Kieron Pollard is in all.
Andre Russell made a quick-fire 43 at the latter part of the innings, but the failure of other batsmen led to the Windies being bowled out for 290 in 47.3 overs, handing the home team a 39-run win and the series.
Fielder on and one.
James Faulkner bagged 4 wickets for 48 runs for Australia.
Wade punches the air. Faulkner finishes with 4.
The Didararol brothers and Kumar Sangakkara came together last night for a charity concert to raise funds for charities supported by each other. The Lanarol brothers duo, comprising the brothers Roshan and Ishan, drew from their wide repertoire of 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s and 90s classics. Funds were raised through this novel initiative for Sangha's Bikes for Life program and for the Lanarol brothers' ongoing funding program with the School for the Deaf and Blind. Entertainment first caught up with Kumar at the end of the concert.
Very pleased to say that the concert we had this evening in collaboration with the Lanarol brothers on behalf of 2 charities, the Deaf and Blind School in Ratmalana and the Deaf and Blind School, the Nuffield Deaf and Blind School in Kaitari Jaffna, and also for Sangha's Bikes for Life, was very successful, and the money we raised will go to very good use in uplifting the lives of the less fortunate in all the parts of Sri Lanka.
This evening's concert was a resounding success, and we do hope that with the money that we have raised, that we can give the tomorrow of Sri Lanka, which are the children of Sri Lanka, the opportunity to better their lives.
Definitely a play to go watch. With that, we wrap up today's news bulletin here on MTV Sports. I'm Krishna Panditharatna.
And I'm Nadim Majid. Good night and good luck.